Hello. It's Monday. Sorry I'm late. We had chicken cobbler for dinner today. We used Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit mix. Sorry, like picking fluff off my hands here. So we're working on the puppet again today. Today we'll be sewing in uh the fleece for the mouth, which I have right here. Um, so today, sorry, throat's kind of scratchy. I'm just putting my earbuds in the thing real quick. Um, I don't want fuzz in my earbuds. Um, so yeah, uh, pinning this in like so, and sewing it, and then next week we can decide on the eyes. I did mess up when I was sewing it. I think I cut it weird. I think that's what happened. I think I cut it weird. Hi, Toto. Congrats on getting first again. So if we look at this, look at this. Turn the light off. If we look, the chin is weird. I don't. It's not like uneven down here, too. So I think it must have happened while I was cutting the pattern. It's never happened to me. At least from what I remember. So this puppet's gonna have a weird looking chin. That's for sure. That's for sure. Hope you're doing right in Toto. If you're watching this, um, please feel free to put on your own music. I've played music before. I've tried to find like royalty free stuff on YouTube, and we've been still got muted from like one song in the whole 12-hour thing. So I'm trying to not get yelled at by Twitch again. Um, so I am listening to some uh, seaside market ambience right now. Um, but I'm glad to hear you're doing good, and Tato. Happy to hear you're doing good. Um, yeah, so we have to pin this in. I'm going to let's start here. Start at the nose. Try to make this as even as possible. Also want to make sure the fuzz is sandwiched between the two fabrics. I'm glad to hear you're doing good, and Tato. Hope you had something yummy to eat today. Where's my pins? Right here. Sorry if the camera's in and out of focus all the time. Apologies. Okay. And we want to pin the chin. This is gonna be. This guy's face is gonna be a bit scuffed. It'll work out. He'll look fine. Maybe. Maybe. A little too late to go back now. I think this just happened when I was either when I was stitching. I'm pretty sure this is even down here. Pretty sure. But oh well. Oh well. It'll give him character. It'll give him character. Okay. Check this. Here. Like so. Something like that. Yeah. The guy might be a bit scuffed, but that's okay. He'll be a bit scuffed. All right. Now we want to pin the corners or work our way to the corner. Yeah, maybe right there. Okay. Sorry. I have to hold this up to my face so I can see it. um okay. Hi Brad. You're excited to see the puppet, right? Right, that's why you're here? Right? Right, Brad? But hi Brad. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing alright. Okay. And now at the corner, to stuff the fuzz in there. How are you, Brett? You doing okay? Okay. Let's pin this side too. Because of me? Oh. Well, thank you. You just woke up? Well, good morning, I think. Is it like 6 a.m. for you or something? 4 a.m.? Why are you up at 4 a.m., Brett? You should be sleeping. Try not to poke myself here. Oh boy. All right. Pretty early, and now you're here. Well, thanks for being here, Brett. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking through the ad break if you got ads. Apparently, people did not get ads at all yesterday. It seemed to me. Hi, Floof. Hi, Floof. Hope you're doing. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. I just finished eating. Hope you're doing all right, Floof. Hope you're doing all right. You know what? I might fold this. Might look weird, but I think I'm gonna have to. I don't know. Do I fold it? Try to make his chin more even? That might make it look worse, but currently trying to pin this making it kind of difficult here. I'm not giving up on this guy. His chin's pretty goofed up here, but I don't want to give up on him. So I'm going to need to fold it like that. How are you, Floof? How you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Hi, Ninetale. You alright? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. I think maybe right there. Productive day. I'm glad you had a productive day. I hope you get some good rest. All right. What sounds good right now, Ninetale? Ninetale, I'm busy. Oh, I moved my trash can. I'm just throwing floofs on the floor. All right. Fine. Fine. Yeah, buzz all over my legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. There you go. Thank you for the redeem. Thank you, Ninetale. How are you, Ninetale? Dizzy? That's no good. Okay. Okay. There you go. There you go. I need to turn this off. Oh, I don't know if that helped, actually. I probably didn't. Probably didn't. What is that? What are those? Oh, they're tentacles. Okay. Hey, Tato. Thank you for being here. Excuse me, sorry. It is puppet time. It's puppet time. It's not time for anything else, okay? You weirdos. String. Right here. Alright. But I hope you feel well, Floof. I hope you get some rest. Currently just pinning this in so we can start sewing. Are you streaming, Bread? Nuh-uh. What are you guys talking about? What are you goofballs talking about? This is my 6th one, I want to say. 6th one. Look at Teto asking relevant questions. Good job, Teto. Right around there. We want to pin this. So. Maybe not that high. Yeah, like that. How many times I've poked my fingers? I've poked them a few times. I've not. I don't think I ever poked him bad enough that I bled. But I've nicked him a few times. Yeah. Mostly when I'm doing this part and sewing it. I think I folded this one. All right, it's fine. It's about the bread you bred along the way, I guess. All right. Well, because usually, I've had to like fold the corners of the mouth to be able to have enough space. But I think because this guy, I cut the fabric weird initially, that caused these shenanigans with his chin. I think it's just being. I don't have to, so I'm not gonna. All right, that's it. Pinned. He's pinned now. There we go. And typically I start either up here on the nose or down here on the chin. I think I'm going to start with the chin. I'm going to start with the chin, I think. Yeah, let's start here. Okay. This needle already has string on it. Not a lot, but I don't want to waste any. Okay. Well, you guys are doing all right. You guys are doing okay. So it's hard for me to talk and do this at the same time. I probably should have started with a new piece of string, but oh well. I am curious what this guy's gonna look like after we turn him inside out or outside in. To look at his face when we're done sewing his mouth. All right, I'm gonna do two more passes through here. Okay. Okay. But good to see you, Floof. It's been a bit. I hope you had a good New Year. New Year's, whatever it's called. But yeah, if if you're watching, feel free to put on your own music because otherwise you just have me talking. Okay. Problem is, we want the seam on the mouth to be tight. We don't want it to be loose or flimsy because it's going to be under the most stress while we're using the puppet. So also trying to make the loops as tight as possible. Sorry, you guys can't see. Let me scoot in. Let me scoot in. Yeah, this is my, oops. This is my 6th puppet, I believe, so I'm no expert. I'm no expert. I do have a sewing machine. If I used the machine, we'd be done with this in definitely an evening. Um, I might do that with the arms. So I have some ideas for the arms that I kind of want to run by you guys. Um, so I showed you guys Mort and my other puppets last night. Mort is made of the same rainbow fur, and um, so are his arms. I just made little tubes with fingers on the ends for the arms. For my puppets. I was thinking that I have a bunch of pink felt or fleece. I have a bunch of pink fleece. So we're using red for his mouth. So I was thinking that we use the pink fleece for his arms, but then I make like little sleeves a little wider than the arm pattern, and like kind of wrinkle them up at the end of his arms, so at the shoulder, so it looks like he rolled his fur up like sleeves. Was thinking that would be fun. I was thinking that would be fun. Oh, wait, what do you guys think? It'd be more work, but it'd be fun. It'd probably add 2 or 3 more streams. Will we sew the arms? Or I might do that off stream with the sewing machine. I'm not sure. The arms don't take too long to sew though, because it's just a straight line tube. But I thought I'd run it by you guys. Alright, we're gonna end this one off here, because we're already out of string. I might do it anyway. It'll add a lot of time, but I want to try something new here. Otherwise, I was just gonna use like feather boas for his arms. And you know, that's still fun, and I haven't done that yet. And I have a bunch of feather boas, but you know, well, that might end up making his mouth look weird there. Oh, it's actually okay. Never mind. Okay. All right. Need to cut some new thread. That should be plenty. I hope. Should be. Oh, sorry. Okay. thread this needle. Hey. All right. Start in a similar place here. Okay. One more should be good. There we go. Definitely could take that pin out now. That one's just in the way. Okay. But if you want to make puppets like this, these ones are very simple. Hard part for me was making the pattern. If you go to Puppet Nerd's website, he also has a YouTube channel where he has a video on how he made a pattern similar to the one I made, based mine off of his, because I tried to find it on his website and I just could not find the pattern anywhere. I couldn't, so I just made one myself, and yeah. But I like working with my hands. It's helps to focus on something, you know. Uh, you can just kind of zone out. Because the motion of hand sewing this is pretty repetitive, so it's just kind of easy to almost hypnotize yourself. Hey ZJ, I'm good. How are you? Just working on the puppet here. Hope you're having a good start to your week. So if you can't see it, I have to hold it up to my face so I can see it. Sorry. Sorry. It was a good start. Glad to hear. Glad to hear, CJ. Hope you guys had something yummy to eat today. I had leftover pizza, and for dinner we made chicken cobbler with red lobster cheddar bay biscuit mix. It's pretty yummy. It's pretty much just a pot pie kind of deal. Tasted pretty similar. You did? Yes, that's good. That's good. There we go. Trying not to get too much of the fluff in the seam, but, you know, sometimes it's just inevitable. But there's ways to mitigate it when we're done. We can pick the seam with a pin to pull the fur out of the seam, but very gently because we don't want to rip the seam. We don't want to rip the seam at all. Also, be careful not to prick yourself with the needle or the pin. I've done that a few times myself. Not too hard, but not hard enough for it to like bleed, but hard enough for it to be like ouchie. Right there. So when you do the arms, I might break out the sewing machine. I might be able to fit it on my desk right here. In fact, I probably will I probably should be able to. I just don't know how I'm gonna show it to you guys. But you know, I like hand sewing things, so at least when I work on puppets. What puppet are we making? We're making a puppet out of this rainbow fur. That's all we know for now. We'll decide on what to do with for eyes when we're done with this. And so next week, I'm probably going to yeah. So this week, sometime this week, I need to cut the arm pattern out. So next week we're going to glue the mouth plate in and start work on the arms. Because I have an idea for the arms. What I want to do, I want to make arms with the same fur. What I want to do is use some pink fleece, pink fleece, and then cut like a bit of this fur to make like sleeves for the arms, but like wrinkle them up and then like hot glue them in or whatever to make it look like the puppet rolled up his fur like sleeves. I think that'd be fun. Don't know how well it'd look, but it's an idea that I kind of want to do. But he's not like a specific animal or anything. Just kind of fuzzy. This is the fur that a Twitter poll decided I tried to do a poll on stream and nobody voted on the poll. So I did a Twitter one last year, and we've just recently started actually like working on the puppet. So there's that. Can't pull that pin out just yet. Almost pulled the pin out. Go. Um, yeah, please feel free to put on your own music while I'm just rambling to you. Um, I'd put on music, but I don't want to get the VOD muted or anything. Ragmuff and Goose use like the thick knitting yarn for arms, and it's like super easy. They just hot glue the end of the yarn to the body and then to some wooden rods, and their arms are done. Um, for most of their puppets that they've made. Um, but I didn't do that when I was making started making puppets because I didn't have that yarn. So it just made more work for myself. All right, this pin can come out. It feels good when you're sewing and you get far enough you can take a pin out. Feels nice. There we go. Yeah, when I'm done sewing the mouth, we can turn them in outside in, right side in, and we can look them in the face. Kinda. You won't have a mouth plate in, but we can kind of look them in the face. See how this messed up chin is gonna look for this guy here. I think it'd be fun to make puppets for a living, but I don't think I'm anywhere near fast or good enough for that. um, so when I started wanting to make puppets, my grandma took me to. I went to Joann's with. Well, so at first I went to Joann's with my mom, and I got some scrap fleece to practice with, and some pink fur, and uh, then was telling my grandma about it, and then uh, she dumped all of her old fabric on me that she didn't have anything to do with anymore. So she gave me like a garbage bag full of just fabric. Um, so I have a lot of like this nice glossy black fur. Like this stuff is more like wispy and fuzzy. The stuff she gave me was like this glossy fur. I have a lot of it. Um, so I would like to make a puppet with it one day. I did put it on the. It was an option for the Twitter poll, but the people of whoever saw it on Twitter had spoken, and they wanted this. So I'm thinking about doing puppet making streams, like we make a puppet every other month or something like that. That way people don't get too bored, and I don't get too bored and burn myself out. But if you guys be interested in that, let me know. This pin can come out. There we go. I did poked myself with that one. I forgot it was there. Ouch! I got myself good with that one. Okay, Toto, good night. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Thank you. Wow. I think that went under the skin. It didn't. Oh well. It doesn't look like I'm bleeding. Just kind of jammed it in my finger. Ouch. Almost to the tip of his nose. Almost. Sorry, you guys can't see that. I'm sorry. It's just instinct. Hold it up to my face so I can see it. Um, but for my Pokemon Tabletop United game that I ran for some friends on Saturday, I talked about a bit about it that night. I didn't really talk about it last night. um, I had this plan. I had this plan for like the intro. Ended up just talking with my friend and his wife for like an hour because I was waiting for my brother to join the call, but he was asleep or something. Um, and uh, I had this idea because I found this music on YouTube that like I was listening to while I was brushing my teeth one night, and it gave me kind of like this brain blast of like lore inspiration. And I was all excited. It's like, oh, yeah, okay, I'm gonna play this music, introduce like the campaign, and then I'm gonna transition to the tab over or whatever to Pokemon Yellow soundtrack. Was gonna open it up in space, and then we see this planet that kind of looks like Earth and all this other stuff, and then an asteroid floats past the camera, and then I was gonna tab over to the Pokemon Yellow OST, where it has the Game Freak logo. You know, when you boot up your Game Boy with a Pokemon game in it, and it goes beep 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 with like the shooting star past the Game Freak logo. So we're like, oh, that's so clever. And then the main Pokemon theme starts playing, dun 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 dun, right? And like, welcome to Pokemon. And I have like this monologue, kind of like the. Ooh, it felt like the thread snapping, but nope, it didn't. Um, and I was sharing my screen with my friend and his wife in the call, my players, and but I wasn't sharing YouTube or my my web browser. It was showing the world map we've made for my setting in Wonder Draft. We've worked on it a few times on stream. And they couldn't hear it because I wasn't sharing that particular screen. It's like, oh man, okay. But apparently they liked my intro to the whole thing. I just like epic image of it in my head, right? When I tried to like narrate it or something. Put that back there. There we go. Does it sound like the epic narrator voice in my head? It's just me. Just me. You are still here, Brett. Okay. There you go, Brett. There you go. You finished like getting breakfast or something? You're melting? That's not a melting emote. Excuse me. Squishable? Thank you. Thank you, Brett. There you go. Free squish for you. Wearing the same ones with the bows. I was going to wear something different, but I figured if these ones already have puppet fur, I'll just wear these ones that already have puppet fur on them. Like there. It's all over my hands. Hey, Sucrose. Oh, what a thing for Sucrose to walk it. Hi, Sucrose. Oop. There you go. Bread made me do it. Bread made me do it. Bread made me do it. Hey, Erickson. Yeah, well, there. More arm warmers. They go up to my elbow. A little past my elbow. Uh-oh. My pin came out. That's not good. That's not good. But please go follow Sucrose. Please go follow Sucrose. Sucrose is great. Sucrose does ASMR too, as well. She's great. Okay, it's not that pin. Pin was here? Okay. Of course, Sucrose. Of course. Chang, thank you for resubscribing for 6 months. Thank you. How are you, Chang? Thank you for being here, Sucrose. That was embarrassing. Goodness. But thank you for the redeem bread. Thank you. Go. Should help there. Okay. Where was I? I was up here. There we go. I hope your tournament went well, Sucrose. Just busy studying. I'm doing good. Bread's doing the thigh drum mode. Or redeem. requesting it. I was wondering where bread was. Bread showed up at the beginning, and then it just showed up again. Thread, please. You're a good time. I'm glad to hear us, Sucrose. I was lurking last night. I finally had the chance to raid Minari because past few times I've tried to raid or intended to raid Minari, she ended before I could. Beam, boom, boom, beam. I've never. It's night too. Oh yeah, you rated her too. That's right. I was watching anime or something, and then I exited full screen on the episode, and then I had two Minari tabs open. Oh, oh, gross. Okay. I hope your studying's going well, Chang. I'm doing good. We're just sewing. I have puppet fur all over me. All over me. It is everywhere. I wore these stockings last week too. I was gonna wear something different. Like, well, if I'm gonna get puppet fur all over them, I'll just wear the ones that already have puppet fur all over them. But I'm good. I was watching Barry's and Celesta's tier list. Um, I've never been in a game tournament before. I don't know if I really play games that have tournaments. Fighting game I played most when I was younger, growing up, was probably Naruto, Clash of Ninja 2. Um, I don't know if that ever had a tournament scene. My friend that used to live down the street was way better at it than I was. He was always he's the friend that's just naturally good at every game he plays. He's just good. I haven't played Clash of Ninja 2 in a while. But that and like Smash Bros. Those are the only fighting games I've really played. Okay. But you guys should follow Minari too. She does ASMR as well. Spin can come out. So can this one. She's really good at it. Mm. Ow. Ow. Ugh. Sheesh. But it's good to see you, Sucrose. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. I felt like an older sibling walked in on me doing something. Not that bad, but goodness. Dun, dun, dun. It's going okay. The only hiccup I've had, I can show you after I finish using this thread. I think I messed up when I was cutting the pattern. Because otherwise I'm not sure when it would have happened. Because I feel like I lined up the pieces all right. Oh, sorry for the ad break. I forgot to warn you guys about it. Ouch. Sorry, you guys can't see this. I have to hold this up. I have to. All right, we're over halfway done here. It's going faster than I thought it would. It's too low. There we go. Hi, Grizz. Stretch and water. Thank you for the water. before bed. Thank you, Chris. Thank you. Hope you sleep well. Don't forget to brush your teeth. Thank you for sticking through the ad break. I'm sorry, it's too gross. That kind of just it snuck up on me. Um, but the pup is going okay so far. Like nothing terrible has happened. There was a concerning development, but so the chin here. Somehow the chin ended up uneven. I've had to fold it so to make the seam kind of even here. But I kind of sewed the chin into the here. I think it happened when I either lined it up or cut the pattern, because this down here is fairly even. It's not like super slanted or anything down here. So it either happened while I was sewing or when I cut the fabric, and I don't know which. Not hopefully not too big of a deal. We'll find out when I'm done sewing it and we turn them inside out or right side in, however you say it. However you say it. But it's going okay. Yeah, just the chin is a bit off. Otherwise, it's going well. I think. Okay. This I might need to repin this. Yeah, I might. I think I do. When are you gonna make a puppet, Sucrose? It's not that hard. Okay. I don't know. I've always liked sewing, I suppose. I took sewing classes in junior high and high school. Well, I took the mandatory one in junior high. But I took one in high school. I made a quilt. That's the biggest thing I've ever sewn. Took took me a while, and I made a plethora of mistakes on it. I guess I took a few in junior high actually. It'd be easier with a sewing machine. You just have to account for seam allowance, which is why I hand sew everything. Just because it's more fun to me. I enjoy the process. It is time consuming, for sure, but I enjoy it. It's kind of a meditative activity for me. Ouch. The pin poked me. There we go. Have you ever sewed anything, Sucrose? I have a sewing machine. I got it for Christmas 2 years ago, actually. It was my uncle's or something. One of my uncles lived in Wyoming, and they had like this local thrift store thing, like a community thrift center. And there was a old sewing machine there that they actually had refurbished, and hasn't been used since it was sent to for refurbishment. So I don't know if it works. Um, but it's old. It's like all metal. Um, when I made my quilt in high school, I had to bring it home to work on, and I used my sister's sewing machine. And hers is all has a plastic shell. A few cosplays, nice. I haven't ever made clothes. Clothes seem hard. Ouch. Ouchie. Oh, all right. Well, to end this one because we're out of thread here. Yeah, it sounds scary, but it's all pretty straightforward. Hard part for me is the math. I'm not good with math and fractions, especially doing them in my head. All right, pin. Where were you pinning down? That doesn't matter, I guess. Kind of cheated. Patterns aren't cheating. They're just like sewing Lego instructions. I use a pattern. I made the pattern with my mom's help because I'm no good with that. Oh, thread. Don't need a lot. We're almost there. That should be enough. Like eyeballing all this, like I don't know, that sounds like a nightmare. Let's just make it more work for yourself. Um, oops. There we go. Okay. um, but I'm using the whip stitch. Hold on. This music's loud. Scratching my. I did that. I had to do that. Um, so I wanted to make puppets because of Ragmop and Goose, which you should go look up on YouTube. They do good stuff. I found their stuff on it was either TikTok or YouTube Shorts, and they're a couple that make puppets for a living, seemingly, and uh, their most famous puppet is a bee named Honey Butter Popcorn. Oh, come on, honey butter popcorn, I believe, and their puppets are just these, just sleeves like these. In their arms are the big curly yarn. Okay, restart that. Oops. But hi DJ, I'm doing good. And they want inspired me to want to make puppets, so I looked into it. I got me and my mom went to Joann's. I got some pink faux fur that's more wispy, like longer and wispy, not like this stuff. More like a woolly mammoth kind of fur, that if you can, picture a woolly mammoth, more like that. That kind of fur, not short like this stuff. And some scrap felt, because Joanne sells scraps or whatever of fabric they have left on the bolt or whatever it's called. Scraps that are too small to just sell, but whatever, right? So I got some scrap fleece. There's like light blue with ballerinas on it. To practice, and then me and my mom spent like 2 nights trying to figure out how to make this pattern, because Ragmop and Goose got their pattern from Puppet Nerd, who also does stuff on YouTube. If you watch Arlo, the blue puppet that talks about Nintendo games, Puppet Nerd made Arlo, which I did not know that. So it was like a 7 degrees of bacon thing or whatever for me. It was like, what the frick? He made Arlo. Yeah, the Puppet Nerd used to do, or does, I don't know. They used to do raffles for puppets he made, and Arlo, the guy who has Arlo, the puppet, won, and the rest is history. I love Arlo. So the Puppet Nerd made Arlo, and the Puppet Nerd has a video where he makes a puppet like this, but baby size, because he's like, here's how to make a puppet for a little kid, because he had his daughter in the video, and measured her arm and stuff to make the pattern for her. So me and my mom spent like one a night and a half trying to dissect this video where he makes the pattern for his like 3-year-old daughter, and like sized the process up for my arm. And we were just struggling. And then I found a video with Arlo in the thumbnail, the puppet, the Arlo puppet in the thumbnail, and he goes into actually making the pattern that is supposedly on his website. I looked on his website, I couldn't find it, so I made it from scratch, essentially. But I had help through the Puppet Nerds videos. Yeah. Ouch. Okay. Well, that's like 6 times I've poked myself. In one sitting here. Goodness. All right, let's see how this goes. It is awesome. It is awesome. And like Arlo, the puppet was made years ago, and he still looks really good. Like Arlo takes good care of himself. Like really good care of himself. if if the puppet was made that long ago, takes good care of himself. I think it's it kind of, I don't know, this maybe a little narcissistic. It kind of mirrors my content creator journey, in that my puppet, my virtual puppet, my 3D model, my VTuber model, not 3D, my 2D model, I got from a raffle, and Arlo was obtained through a raffle. I don't know. I just realized that. I don't know if that's like narcissistic of me, but I think that's cool. So, the moment of truth. See how bad we messed up with this chin here. It will be when we flip him inside out or right side out. Need a little parallel, yeah. I'm not trying to like say I'm like Arlo, guys. I'm cool. This is the parallel, I suppose. My art mama should be live like right now. Still, we probably might raid her tonight. Whoop. My art mama is Misty. She drew and rigged me. She's currently working on rigging her newest model, her newest form. Um, Makes me feel old, but I've been following her since like 2020. I think it's been like 5 years. Is crazy. But it has been, and I've seen her go through like four models, 4 or 5 models. She would had one before. She was using a different one when I followed her. Um, she did a raffle for like a chibi model when she hit 50 followers, and I won because I watched her like religiously, and I won the raffle. I was so happy, and then I got the model, and I couldn't use it for like 3 years because I have a PC. But we're here now. We're here now. I would I would really like to make a puppet like Arlo, a potato sack, a sack puppet, but they're a much bigger undertaking, and I'd have to make or find a different pattern. They're called a sack puppet because you could drape it over your head, and put your arm up into the head, and then your other arm into one of the puppet's arms. Cookie Monster and Oscar are sack puppets. I think sack puppets the right term. So Cookie Monster and Oscar have multiple people operating them because Cookie Monster uses both of his arms. Um, Arlo doesn't, but then that's okay. It's like a souped up Big Bird, almost. Pretty much. Um, Big Bird's. I don't know. Somebody who knows more about puppets than me is probably yelling at me, but Big Bird's just like a giant sack puppet, like a whole body sack puppet. Like, or my origin story, yeah, I've told it a few times that I went the most in depth a few months ago when I showed in the ASMR stream where I showed everybody my the concept art of my character. All right. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the night. I thought this would take longer. I guess it's been an hour and a half. That's like half the stream. So, oh shoot. Is it around the? No, okay, it's not. Ooh. So next week, we'll be gluing the mouth plate in. And I guess I'll need to cut the pattern for the arms. Arms should hopefully not take too long. Doing the arms how I want to now will probably add at least another stream to this. All right. Okay. Any other pins in here? Just this one. All right. Moment of truth. Moment of truth. Turn them inside out. Then we can decide what we want to do for the eyes. Okay. I think the fur probably hides it well enough. His mouth might be a little crooked here, but it's fine. It doesn't have really any structure in him because I don't have the mouth plate, but there he is. There he is. Mouth full of fuzz. Which is fine. I have the name Duke in mind. The name Duke, but something else might jump out at me. I've really only named them when I've looked them in the eyes, if that makes sense. The first one I made, I showed you guys all my puppets last Monday. So if you want to see those, go watch that VOD. I don't know if you guys can see that. This aren't, it's like just covered. It's like I rolled around in the dryer lint trap. What was I saying? Oh, first one I made, I finished him. I glued the ping pong ball eyes on his head, gave him some buttons for pupils, and I looked him in the eyes. And Dilbert was his name. It's just Dilbert. It immediately jumped out at me. Right, so hopefully this seam holds up. Should be fine. These guys aren't under too much stress here, but should be fine. The chin does kind of look him in the face here. Look him in the mouth. Should be a little better with the mouth plate, which I need to cut. I might do that. I'm probably gonna do that tomorrow if I remember. For the mouth plate, I just grab like loose lids for big plastic tubs at like the secondhand stores or anything, or something like that, and I cut them up with the bandsaw in the garage. for mouth plates. Otherwise, I'd have to use like a saw or a big knife. Goodness. It's all over my arms. All over my arms. It's probably gonna be all over my my stockings too. But yeah, that's all I have for the puppet today. Um, so I either end it here or we do something else. Okay, but that's that done. Can you guys tell his chin's weird? If you look at it. I don't know. Maybe it'll show itself when we glue the mouth plate in, but for now, it's not super obvious. But he's cute. He's got a yellow nose like Mort. The rainbow tie-dye is so soft. It's so soft. This is like the softest fur I have. It is so soft. Um, yeah. And as far as the, like hiding the seam goes, we can work on that, I suppose. So what you do is you pick the seam. You just take ouch. You take a pin and you just kind of pick the seam, pull the fur out of it. You don't want to go too hard because you don't want to rip the seam. So you just want to be gentle. Don't do it too much. It's definitely less noticeable with fur that's all one color. But it helps pull the fur out of the seam. When you were sewing, and helps hide it. But you know, we're not going for perfection here. um, so I think he looks better than I expected. He looks better than I expected. The mouth plate's definitely going to give his head more structure. He might end up with a big overbite, but we'll see. It's just it's so white. Oh my goodness. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what to do for the rest of the night. I don't know what to do. Um, um, it's Monday. I go get my fleece and things, but I don't have the desk space here to lay it out and cut the patterns. I just don't. Um, so you can use cardboard pieces for the math plate, but cardboard, is cardboard and it's gonna soak up all your sweat and get mushy after a while. All right. It turned out better than I thought it would, even though I messed up on his chin. Um, so yeah, if you can see, I sewed the chin into the seam. That's why it's crooked right there. The chins are they're spooning. I don't know how that happened. I'm not quite sure. It either happened when I cut the fabric or in the process of pinning it and then sewing. But not like a super duper like extra bit of fabric here. It's a little crooked. Then maybe that's why. Not by not by this much. Oh well. He looks fine, so it's not immediately noticeable when he's right side out. But as far as what we do now, get to go play Power Wash Simulator. Let's see. Oh, there. And skizzers. Yeah, please go follow Macy. She's great. Um she's rigging her new model right now. She's working on the eyes. Or last I saw, she was working on the eyes. They're freaking gorgeous. They're freaking gorgeous. She has improved so much. She rigged my model in 2020, I think. So it's been like 4 years, and she is. Oh my goodness, it's incredible. Um, but for everywhere. Okay, could do a poll. We could do a poll. But I would have recommended more ASMR ideas to you, Sucrose, in that channel if I remembered it existed. I forgot that was there. Otherwise, I would have like a bajillion ideas in there by now, but oh well. Okay. So, poll. What do we do next? What do we do now? Power wash sim. Find that one? Yeah. Oh, it's just oh. Oh, and I've tried washing these arm warmers, and they just like completely fell apart. The ones I did wash. It was kind of upsetting. So don't wash these if you get them, unless they're like super nice ones. and they're supposed to be washed. Goodness, it's just everywhere. Like, I made Mort like last year or 2 years ago, um, and he is still shedding everywhere whenever I pick him up. Everywhere. Yeah, I'm the oldest of my siblings, so um, you know, I thought that'd be fun. I thought that'd be a fun idea. Um, I played through all the Halo games with my youngest sister a few years ago, and that was lots of fun. That was lots of fun because I got to kind of re-experience them for the first time again through her. Like in Halo 2, there's the 5 minute cutscene in the beginning where it's like introducing the Arbiter and all that terrible stuff that happens that they do to him. And then after like the third or second level, there's a cutscene, and then it cuts. The cutscene ends, and then you load into the level, and you're holding an energy sword, and you're playing as the Arbiter. I forgot that that was like even like strange if you've only played Combat Evolved. Like, it blew my sister's mind. Like, we're playing as him. We're playing as this guy. I was like, yeah, you're right. That's cool. That's cool. It's fun. It's fun playing games with your siblings. At least mine. Anyway, play. I'd have to install it, so that might kill my internet. That might kill stream. I bought Yowlings um a few weeks ago. It's a creature collector. We played the demo for it in a Steam Next Fest a few years ago, and I played the demo for like 3.5 hours. We didn't even finish it. Apparently, it's getting a content update later this month. Um, they're adding a new biome and a few new little friends. They're adding 23 new Yowlings. Um, but the creature designs of Yowling are so freaking cute. It's so cute. It might have already happened. It's still, excuse me, I think it's still in early access. How big is it? 8 GB? Yeah, I don't think I can install that midstream. It'd probably kill my frame rate anyway. um, uh, oh, right. I could play Balatro and what are the other usual suspects? Guess we could play columns. Could play columns for a bit. And Wobble Dogs, I guess. Wobble Dogs and Slime Rancher. There we go. We'll do a poll. 2-minute poll of please vote in the poll. If no one votes, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Do I still have Skull installed? I guess I could play Skull. Sucrose, you like roguelites, what are they called? Roguelites. This is a roguelike. But Skull, Hero Slayer. You play as a little skeleton man who gets powers by swapping his skulls. And you work to save the Demon Lord from the human heroes. It's very difficult. I'm not very good at it. I got as far as like the first boss maybe once. I had a really nice build with an archer build. But you might like it because there's a very buxom witch lady that helps you, and a nice arachne lady, Drider. I don't know if she's a Drider or just an arachne. I don't remember. But they have nice they have nice sprite work. They have nice sprite work, but it's a nice roguelike. I played it on Game Pass a few years ago, and I liked it enough that I bought it on my Xbox. Power Sim, okay. Teto contributed 300 channel points. Thank you, Teto. Sorry, whoever voted for Palacho. Okay, so say goodbye to this. I have to turn this off. I guess I could put it in the corner. I guess I could, but I don't know. I have to move it because it's below the. Yeah, it's below the. I don't know. Do you guys want me to bring them all out, or you guys want me to put the camera in the corner? I can try either. I guess I can try either. I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't know if that would look good though, because I'd have to put my. It should be above. There we go. But it's like Skull is like $20 right now. Because I have to put my keyboard up here, and so I can turn the lights off. Don't pay attention to how dirty my keyboard is. Don't do it. I think it's this button. Yeah, there we go. See, that's gross. I don't want to do that. Never mind. Never mind. I don't want to do that. I need to wipe it. I don't want to do that. Well, I guess I don't really need. No, I do need the keyboard because I need. Okay. Anyway, maybe another time. Maybe another time. Okay, I'm going to deactivate this. Anyway. Okay. I need to go open YouTube Studio. But thank you for voting in that poll. Thank you. I appreciate it a lot. So we finished the carousel last time we played. Um, and we're working on the drill, thing. Okay, you change the. Did you change? This is just fluff in the air. Oh my goodness. Okay. Change category. Power wash sim. Okay. But the witch lady in Gold Hero Slayer is really pretty. She is. She is. I mean, you don't have to play the game. You don't have to buy the game to look at her. I guess. I don't know. Okay. Alrighty. Power wash simulator. Oh, I need to turn my nightlight off. There we go. Okay. So I'll probably play Power Wash Sim for like half an hour. And then I gotta pick fur out of my stockings. Is this what it's like to have pets? I feel like this is what it's like to have pets, but I don't know. At least pets that shed. Is it capturing okay? Yes. Oh, you turn on the unmute the desktop audio. There we go. There we go. Alright. Okay. So we cleaned this. Yeah? Alright. Excuse me, sorry. Okay. Knapsville Best Kept Garden, 1996. That's 4 years before I was born. This guy's old. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Don't get mad at me, please. Man, it's still 4 years old before I was born. And I'm old. Okay. Boop. Boop. Sometimes I feel like it, but I don't know. Is that rust? I feel like that's rust. I have to buy more metal soap. Oh, can I buy the new gun? No, I'm nowhere close. I am nowhere close. Where am I? Shop. Metal soap. Okay. There we go. Come on. There we go. Get in there. Hope you guys had something yummy to eat today. I've probably talked to I've probably said this like 5 different times tonight. But me and my mom made um, chicken cobbler because she found a recipe for it, and when she took a trip to Sam's Club with my sister, she bought a box of Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuit mix, and she found a recipe that uses it as the cobbler. It's pretty yummy. I've never been to Red Lobster, so I don't think I've ever had their biscuits, but it was yummy. I'm kind of hungry now that I'm thinking about it. Kind of hungry. So, how do they get in this thing? How do they drive it? Is this remotely controlled? There's a door, but it's super small. Is this for the gnomes? Do the gnomes use this? How do they see out of it? Do they have like sensors in the front? I don't know. The Underminer! Yay. Where do we get all this water from? And do we get billed for this water usage, or do we bill the customer the like the water bill? Like, how does that work? How does that work? And where's all this water go? There's not like a just the floor is flat. The floor is flat. Where's all this water going? I mean, are these supposed to be drains? There's no grates. And you've got like a can of propane sitting here. Like, and the door is closed. Where's all this? It's just gonna fill with water vapor. Oh my goodness. Like power washing sounds like a not awful job, right? And then I was sick about it. Like if you're like wearing this outfit, like you'd have to like peel it off at the end of your shift. I don't know. That sounds ooh, not fun. There we go. Fine. Ah, yeah. There we go. There we go. This thing's almost clean. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. You do not like that sound. I still do not like that sound. Still scares me. Toilet tissue. Is this their water heater? Or furnace? Do they not have a basement? I guess if this is in the garage, I guess that means they don't have a basement. Right? If that is the water heater. There we go. What's the rest of it? Oh, right there. Duh. Right here. Spot removal it or whatever it's called. Thank you for sneaking through the ad break so no one snuck up on me. Hopefully you didn't get jump scared by Chester Cheetah. I got an ad for dentures the other day, so obviously I don't know why Twitch targeted me with the dentures ad, but it did. Most likely because there's just not a lot of people, not no like super big advertisers, the usual suspects, anyway, are spending big ad dollars right now. It is January. Why? Why does it have to be so loud? Hi Thorn, thank you for the lurk. Thank you, thank you. Okay, the tread's clean. There we go. Is that thing clean? Yeah. Alright. Cool. Sorry. Knocks my phone over. Second of Feb. Alright. I think I only have the last day left, so. Let's just get rid of this gunk. And we'll swap to this. Thank you for the reminder that was fine. Thank you. I did completely forget about it, so. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. So dirty. Ow! Yeah, I completely missed this. I don't like that sound. Why is the jump scare me? Oh. Oof. Oh. Come on. There we go. Yep, this one too. Okay. Well, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Hope you guys had a good start to your week. You guys been watching any of the new animes this season? I think I've asked this question before. Probably on multiple streams. So I was really excited, and I still am, for the new season of 100 Girlfriends. Because the show's just adorable. But I think I have a bigger favorite this season so far. So far. There's one on High Dive where an old man, like a 50-year-old guy, who was an otaku or is an otaku, but he's not like completely up to speed with like modern otaku culture, gets Truck Kun isekai'd into his daughter's favorite otome game, but he gets reincarnated as the villainess. So he's never played the game. He's just seen his daughter play it a few times, and talked with her about it, right? So he's trying to play the role of a villainess, but he's just a nice dad. So he's like the trope is the protagonist girl is uh, a commoner, but she made it into the school because she like aced all the tests or has like a super high aptitude for magic or whatever, right? And she goes to the school and the villainess is there, like, you're just a commoner, you can't be here. So the dad's like, all right, I remember this part at least. Time to try to be a villainess. And she walks in, and the protagonist girl walks in the front gates, and she's like, hey, you're a commoner, aren't you? What? It's like, yeah. And you aced the tests? You had the highest score in the whole class? Like, yeah, so she's like, well, you're. Then she says, well, your parents must have raised you pretty well. You must have good parents. They should be proud of you. And then the protagonist girl starts crying, like, yeah, they're great. I love my parents. And then everybody's like, oh my goodness. That just made her cry. What did she say? It's so cute. Like, it's honestly made me tear up. Just because it is so cute. I love it. It's so good. Okay, this is done. Okay. The rear door frame. How are you not clean, sir? How are you not clean? Where's the dirt? Right there, I guess. And now the wheels. Which wheel? this one. Ah! Oh! I've heard you're the unofficial top dog of the pressure washing game, but do you travel out of town? I've got a temple that's urgently. Okay. Didn't read that in time. Didn't read that in time. But we could call it here, I think. Boom. I always like the time lapses a lot. That is a tremendous job, Dirt Finder. You may have earned yourself some lucrative future contract work. Congratulations. Let's go! More work! Treehouse and temple. Remember this temple because I was doing this one with Sucrose under the last Shipwreck 64 stream. Those streams were so much fun. That was so much fun. I love watching people play horror games and not having to play them myself. It's great. It's great. Um, yeah, it's great. But at the same time, like I do not mind horror games now. Uh, not as much as I used to. Not as much as I used to. Playing Alien Isolation made me realize that horror games at times are just more frustrating than they are scary. Because horror games aren't as like nearly as scary the first time you play them, especially before you die for the first time. Like before the monster catches you, you're trying to avoid it, right? And then the monster catches you, and then the suspense is gone. Like, oh, right, I'm not in any mortal peril. I'm like playing a game. All right, let me turn on my night light here. All right, Misty is still alive. We're gonna raid Misty. Oh, okay. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Lots of Chang, thank you for resubscribing. Thank you so much. But good to see you, Thorin, Sucrose, Axon, Bread, CJ, Nighttail, Teto, and Toto. I'm gonna go say hi to Misty. She's my art mama. She's currently rigging her new model's eyeballs. Um, the eyes are gorgeous. Please give her some love if you're not following her already. She's close to 900. She's halfway there. She's at 853. Give her a follow if you're not already. She's great. She's been streaming more consistently now. Lately, it was her birthday a few days ago. But I will see you guys tomorrow for Digimon. Wednesday, some more ASMR, and Thursday, some more Monster Hunter stories. Fridays, more ASMR. And this Saturday's Sega game is Crackdown. I don't know anything about Crackdown. I'm guessing that's another side scroller beat 'em up. The name Crackdown just screams that to me, but you know, Biohazard Battle wasn't. It was a side scroller shoot 'em up. That was surprisingly fun. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please stay warm. Mwah, it's cold out there. Get some food in you if you haven't yet. Good night. I love you. Bye bye. Bye bye.